Happy New Year, everyone! Not just to 2021, but also to One Piece 1000! What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my review, or better yet, my post review of Chapter 1000 of One Piece, guys. I already did a review of it back on Monday. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can see it in case you want to see my first review of it and then look into my post review of it. My post review here will also do in some theories discussion because there was a lot of reminiscent and theory discussion to what could lead into the future of One Piece going forward and stuff. But now, having said all that, though, first off, once again, Happy New Year, everybody, and I hope you're going to have a great 2021. I'm going to have a great 2021. That's my goal, to have a great 2021, just like I want to have a great year every year. But now, having said all that, we got to go ahead and get into this video here and break down what happened in Chapter 1000. So let's get started by saying, Luffy, my God, Luffy, I love you, man. You are the main antagonist for a reason in this series. You just nailed it. And why do I say that? First off, the chapter speaks for itself. The title of the chapter, Straw Hat Luffy. It was pretty much saying how things are now compared to what they were all those years ago with how they started. And how at the end of that chapter, he said the same thing here, but man, it has never been said in a more stronger, more impactful way than it was here. And that is his famous line he's always telling people, I'm gonna be king of the pirate. I am gonna be king of the pirates. And the way he said it in this chapter was just as bigger and stronger than ever before than all the other times he said it in his life. I also always used to love how he sometimes would say that so blatantly in front of some of his enemies that it would piss them off, or some people who would just laugh it off and stuff, which is, by the way, what Kaido and Big Mom did here. Yeah, they pretty much were laughing it off, at least in a more mocking way than just literally laughing, but it doesn't matter. They were still laughing at it. But let me first just get into the fact and how, like, Luffy at the end of this chapter, how he approached this. First off, Kaido was daring him to say it again, and Luffy ignored him at first until finally he caught his attention, gave Kaido get whacked to the head, and then bam, right on that floor there. Oh, did I love every minute that I saw that. And then the last statement is said right there at the end of that chapter. I am Monkey D. Luffy. I'll surpass you and become king of the pirates. Oh my God, guys, I do not know how much I could tell you the impact of that felt throughout me. It's like went throughout my whole body, an explosion of all the lovingness I've always had of One Piece. It was done so beautifully there. But I also gotta admit that at the beginning of this, at the end of this chapter, before he did that, was how he went to go check on his friends, because unfortunately, the Akazuya 9 samurai who were fighting Kaido were defeated. But the way Luffy just walked right past those two Yonkos, Big Mom and Kaido, like a boss, like the badass he is, showing no fear whatsoever, then checking on them, also gave us a reminiscing on Luffy and his bond of friendship for those he considers his friends and those he will give his life to, or even everything in his determination to help them achieve their goals. And then for these guys, it's defeat Kaido and get Wano back in Wano, and the land of Wano, the way it used to be. Guys, what a moment there. Always reminds you of why Luffy is such a great guy. Bear in mind this still, we gotta always remember, he's an idiot, dummy all the way, but his heart's always in the right place. Now, having said that, guys, we gotta also talk about the future generation here. And by that, I'm talking about Luffy, Law, and Eustace Kid being three of the main pirates who are gonna lead the new era of piracy. Why do I say that? Because that's exactly what Kazuki Oden said as we were seeing 5 members of the worst generation, Zoro, Luffy, Trafalgar Law, Killer, Eustace Kid, all up at the top. facing off with Kaido and Big Mom on opposite sides there. And during that time, it was in that moment, Kazuki Oden said that if he cannot defeat Kaido 20 years from now, some young upcoming pirates will be the ones to do it and lead the next generation, or not next generation, the new era of piracy. In other words, it's like they're saying Odin was predicting this was coming, and he not only just predicted it, but as it was said there, it was giving us the show here that Luffy, Law, and Kid are three of those main people who are going to be the next generation of young pirates to lead that new era. So is this like saying those guys are the next Yonko? I guess you could say somewhat like that, more like the next big rival of pirates that are going to have it out for each other in that sort of pirate way of sort of neutrality with some bad blood in there, like how Roger had it with some people out there, but they have mutual respect for each other, even if it's in some of the most wackiest ways out there. Because as we've seen, Luffy and Eustace Kid, anytime they're around each other, they're just hating on each other and just being all rivalry, saying, I'm gonna be the one to do this. No, I'm gonna be the one to beat him. I'm gonna be the one to do this. Oh, it just cracks me up. While Law is the one being like, will you two just shut up and let me handle this? But that still doesn't mean they don't get into their own bickering, because that's just what they did back in the archipelago. And it's almost in that instant when Luffy said he'll be the one to find One Piece, the way those two reacted, it's like you could sense the instancy there that these three are going to be some of the big pirates we're going to need to look out for in the new era as they prepare to take on the new world that's out there. And I don't mean in the new world as in the grand line of the new world. I mean the new world they're going to probably go into once they get off the land of Wano. Because I'm sure, as you guys know, as we already know, the warlord system's not out there anymore. And you can only imagine how this is going to impact the world. Knowing Luffy and Law and Eustace Kid, well, maybe not Law. He'll probably want to keep an eye out on it and figure out how to approach things. But Eustace and Luffy will just brush it off and be like, we'll deal with it when it comes to us and we'll just beat it up. But still, guys, the mere fact of seeing those worst generation of pirates right there in front of those Yonko was a pure badass moment right there. I wish I could say we could have put a little more pointers there on Zoro and Killer, but I'm sure we're going to get those guys in their moments because they both wanted to get up there and face Kaido because they know that they're going to need to if they want to be able to take this guy down. It's going to take more than their captains to do it. But now, guys, having said all that, we got to get into the centerpiece of this chapter of Chapter 1000, as it revolves around Yamato and Ace, and what a very ironic thing happened in this part of the chapter, as we're given another flashback to how Yamato and Ace met each other. Yamato, who is pretty much showing us why she's such a big fan of Luffy and has such belief in him. And as I'm not mistaken, I think she said she wants to go with him on a journey. Consider how she's saying she's Kazuki Oda, and I know I keep saying she, and it's supposed to be Kaido's son, but that's what she is and stuff. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not attacking it or anything. That's just what's coming out of my mouth. Now, I might even say Kaido's son, but I'm just letting you know that's just what's coming out of my mouth, because he may say he's a boy and Kazuki Oda, but you look at him, you're seeing a girl, so bear with me on that. But either way, now, having said all that, just to be clear, so none of y'all get a wrong idea on me on that, and it's still funny to see how, like, first off, Yamato is saying how he wants to go on a journey and stuff, and that makes you think, will he be a part of Luffy's crew? I don't know. We shall find out about that. All I do know is that as we were given the flashback, as he and Ace were discussing with each other on Luffy and Luffy's dream of wanting to be king of the pirates, we learned here that Gold Roger said the same thing as it was in Kazuki Oden's journal, which Yamato has, as he's been explaining this whole thing to Momonosuke Kazuki. Odin's son. And I gotta say, guys, first off, not surprised to find out Roger said the same thing. No surprise at all. We were all pretty much knowing that he said that a long time ago from other chapters and other members of his crew who have been saying all this other stuff like, could they be the crew we've been waiting for? I heard this kid say the same thing the captain said. And even though they never literally said it, they don't need to because we know what he's saying here. And the mere fact, though, that when Yamato told Ace about how Gold Rogers was the one who said he'll be king of the pirates, just like Luffy has been saying, what do we get here is some very crazy irony with Ace. You guys all know how he hates his father, which is very disappointed how he never really saw what Roger did for him was out of love and he thought of it as something else or something. I don't know. But here's the thing. When Yamato was telling Ace about what Roger said, he didn't tell Ace that it was Roger. He just said that it was a big figure in the journal that Odin was talking about. And that's when Ace was like, really? I wish I could have met that guy. I'm pretty sure me, him, and Luffy could have some great drinks together and have some fun there. You see the irony right there, guys? The man that Ace hates pretty much most, his father, and he had such unknowingly great admiration after what he said there. Which is, by the way, guys, I'm really hoping that now Ace is in the afterlife with his father. They can reconcile and maybe have finally settled some differences. I like to hope that, but still, funny irony. I could not just stop laughing at it. In the fact that Ace mentioned to Yamato that him and Sabo laughed at it too, but they won't let anyone else laugh at it because they truly believe in their brother no matter how much they pick on him and stuff. And yeah, of course, Yamato said she would never dare to laugh because she could believe in it too. And yeah, she also knows about Ace dying because it turns out she's the one who gave Ace his Vivery card. So yeah, of course she had a piece of it. Unfortunately, she knows he's dead thanks to what those things are for. A person dies, the paper goes bye-bye. But still, guys, I could not believe this with so much that this chapter gave us, reminding us of where everything first started there, and Luffy shouting out that thing, that very same statement of wanting to be king of the pirates to us in Romance Dawn, and then finally in chapter 1000, showing how much stronger and how more impactful he's become as a pirate compared to when he first got his hat from Shanks. Oh, guys, it can only just imagine what more are we going to get from all this. I mean, I can already still see some chapters here. For one, a dedication to Zoro because this arc has been a good arc for Zoro. He's got Enma, and then I can already see some more badassery coming from this guy. And then in the fact that we already got the showing of 3 of the main captains who are already going to be playing a very big role in the new era, pretty much maybe even leading the new era of piracy. I don't really know what more to go on, guys. All I just know is Chapter 1000 did not disappoint us. It gave us everything and more. Now, I do admit I was expecting it to be more pages long, but when you get it like this, it already felt like more than enough pages because all that impact that we got from that chapter was so much right there that my head just went boom all over the place. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am going into 2021 as I am bringing back my One Piece content videos. Some of them might be a little late than others when they come out because I'm still working and stuff, guys, and that's my priority. But don't worry, you'll be seeing me do more One Piece videos, not just in the sense of the chapters, but also anime reviews and in some theories discussions going forward. But now, having said all that, guys, I am glad to say that I am happy that 2020 is over and that we're moving into 2021. Not as in saying 2021 was bad. I'm just always happy that we're moving into a new year because that closes the door to one chapter of a year, and to a new chapter of a year. So having once again now said that, I'm going to go ahead and leave it all at that, guys. And if you're enjoying my videos, all you got to do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos, And until then, Happy New Year, and Mega Geek Mixer is signing out. Bye.